Once again, your team very strong in front of you. How helpful was it to get that early lead?
A lot, I guess the boys a lot of confidence and a lot of energy. So keeping that momentum throughout the whole games is important.
Are you? You're just sitting back there in the third period and just watching your team dominate the puck. What was that like?
Yeah, I mean the boys have been playing phenomenal in front of me. Not a lot of work for me. I can't give the boys enough of credit.
Have you? I mean, you're one win away from winning this series. Can you put that in perspective?
Yeah, I mean we just got to take one game at a time. We can't look too far ahead and have the emotions too high. So we just got to focus on the next day and take one game at a time.
There's a moment in the third period where it looked like the puck rolled all the way down the goal line. I mean, is that just kind of breaks you getting down in some ways?
You got to get lucky too to win games sometimes. And today we got lucky 2 or 3 times, and then I got lucky with having Halsey there as well. So, like I said, the boys have been helping me out a lot.
It's like when you have 40 bodies jumping on top of you and no one knows exactly where the puck is at.
I mean, I can't really tell you. It's just you just try to get back up and try to find the puck or seal the ice, whatever you can do.
Did you know where it was? Or
no.
Were you,
What kind of feeling is it for you back in this building to start in front of your fans, and what were your emotions?
It's amazing. The fans are really loud. They're like a 6th player on the ice. So, it's always fun to play here.
What can you sort of say about you guys as a group, particularly in your penalty killing, the way the series started versus 13 straight now?
Yeah, it's definitely been more of a collective effort for sure. There's support all over the ice, more communication. Guys know where they're supposed to be, and obviously Schmidt making some big saves when we need him to. So I'd say a lot more all those little details.
And just how much has that really changed things for you guys in this series?
Yeah, absolutely. It's huge for momentum swings. Whether they get a lot of shots or they don't. Obviously, if they score or not. But for us, kill off a power play like that and get momentum for that. I mean, the next couple shifts after the game, it's huge.
Go ahead.
How big was the first kill? I mean, it's still 1-0 at that point. You have all the momentum, then you got to go out there and make that save. And you, a nice little block there on that play.
Yeah, absolutely. It's huge. Like I said, it's just a collective effort, and you don't want to give them any momentum, especially with a 1-0 lead, and then they score on that power play, they're right back in it. So you don't want to give them anything.
I know there were some missed coverages. Have you guys tweaked anything, or is it now just effectively doing what you needed to do?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Obviously there's always going to be adjustments and little things. It's never going to be perfect, but overall you want to get the main concepts down and just be in the right place at the right spot.
Has it been more pressuring? It seemed like you guys are forcing them now instead of just kind of sitting back, letting them move it. Has it been the pressure that's been different?
Yeah, I mean that's definitely one of the key factors is you want to take away time and space from those skill guys too. I mean that's what they want, and that's when they're going to make plays. So if you're able to take away their time and space and kind of make the read off the next play.
What's it felt like for the group? It just seems that every game, whether from game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you guys have continually progressed to get better, not just penalty killing, but your overall game. What has it felt like right now?
Yeah, I think each game we're just giving ourselves more and more confidence. Mm-hmm. There's always things to learn from every game, and you don't want to take it for granted too. All the chances that we get, but obviously young team here, gaining confidence every game, and excited to see where it goes.
John, what wisdom has been passed along from some of the veterans about the importance of that final game, right? Like that last win is of course so hard to difficult.
Yeah, I mean I don't think it's different than how you approach any other of the games. Each game's huge, and each game you want to approach it like a game 7 pretty much. Yeah.
What was it like to see Pally just get things going so early? Especially you think about someone like Eric, you think someone like Andre. These are guys who came in for this time of year to see how effective they were in this game.
Yeah, they've been great. Leaders for us the whole year, and then stepping up to when it matters the most. So to see those guys get rewarded like that, it's well deserved. And they played unbelievable tonight.
Tonight we did a lot of good things, and it's exactly how we got to play.
Nico, can you just put into words what Howlett did tonight and what you guys did with blocking shots and all the things that you did?
I mean, Howlett's been a big part of our team the whole year. I mean, what he's been doing defensively and then now obviously offensively, it's huge. I mean, he's stepping up in big games, and he's a veteran. He's a lot of player of experience, so I think he enjoys these games, and we can rely on him a lot, so that definitely helps.
You got a sense from sorry, you're a big story now. I mean, has he penetrated the mainstream?
Oh, yeah, he's definitely a big deal. I mean, he's probably going to be our next Swiss goalie for a while. So, like I said, what he's doing is outstanding. It helps us so much, and yeah, obviously really happy for him when you see like his path he took. Definitely wasn't easy for him, and now he's in big screen. He's got a lot of pressure and stepping in and doing what he's doing. I mean that's really impressive, and yeah, he's still the same guy, calm as always. So I'm really happy for
You knew
him.
your speed was your calling card. That was the big thing. Do you get a sense now through these last 3 games, especially tonight, that it's overwhelming them a little bit?
Yeah, we knew like if we use our speed, we're one of the most fast teams in the league. So we knew like that's our strength, and if we keep moving our legs, they gotta take penalties. We can beat them wide, and yeah, that's what makes us a dangerous team. If we stay connected and play with our speed.
You have a chance to close things out on Saturday. How do you kind of just keep your focus and keep your head down and make sure you get that done?
3 days of the same game. The 3 down, 1 more to go to finish off this series. So, like I said earlier, Pally talked a little bit about it already. It's 4th game, or like the 4th win. It's the hardest. So we step it up the game again. It was a really solid game, but I'm sure we're going to work on little things coming up, and then everybody's ready to go.
Nico, what have you liked about the penalty kill as of late the last couple of games?
Really solid. I mean, we've addressed it after the first 2 games, and we've just been executing. That's it.
Really dug deep on the details of our penalty kill, and just the respect that we have for their power play. They have one of the best power plays in the league. Every time we take a penalty, we need to be our best to get the job done, and you know, give credit to all the guys. We've gotten better, and we just got to continue what we're doing.
Can you walk us through the goal sequence?
Mercer's goal? Merce, take this one.
Obviously, yeah, that was like Halsey's saying, the PK's a big part of the game there for us tonight, and the puck was on the yellow with the defense pressured. I went and pressured, and Halsey did, and when the puck's bouncing, hopefully it goes your way. So it ended up going. You know, me and Halsey went on 2-on-1, and I just opened up, and you know, we had a lot of these chances earlier on in the year and everything, but we finally connected, and it was a good time for that to happen.
And on the power play goal, when you got in the slow, just thinking spin around, get on net, and did you know how it was there? Or?
Yeah, I actually heard him yelling there, but I knew I was in the middle. Usually, you know, guys come at you pretty quick there, and turned as quick as I could, get it on net, and Halsey with a good tip.
Yeah, it's this time of the year. It's determination. I honestly think we can still do a little bit better job getting in the lanes, but you know, they got some mobile defensemen back there who can deliver pucks to the net, and we've seen that, and it's vital. And then Akira's played great, so more of that.
Eric, you've been in a lot of playoff series before. Just the importance of that, you know, that final game, really hampered and not changing anything. Just your thoughts.
Yeah, as the series goes on, the hardest win always to get the 4th one and close a team out. It's the first time that, you know, this series is on the line, so we know we're going to get their best. We're going to get everything they got. So we need to start preparation now, and quickly once we leave here, get ready for Game 6.
Yeah, I think, you know, this game and the one before, obviously, getting that first one is a big thing off the start. You know, you get the guys right into it right around the building, and the emotion is there. So I just think, you know, when we got that first one from Pally, you know, the momentum just kept going, and we ran with it. And I think, you know, just all game we had chances after chance, but, you know, it came from everyone, you know, from the goalie, defense to the forwards. I think we just really ran with that after that big goal off the start.
Yeah, I think that's been on display all year. I think growing is a great way to put it. You know, we coming into the year, we we had a lot of talent. We had good pieces, and then you start the season, and I think we've gotten better. We've learned a lot. Like we said, we've grown as a team, and even during the playoff series, we've taken steps, and it's a lot of credit to all the younger players of realizing what it takes to win, and doing the right things, and we've really come together here in the playoffs now, and I think it shows on the ice.
Well, you were trying to find the right method to win at home. Was this a perfect example of tonight?
Yeah, I really think that we played with a lot of pace, played a lot of speed. We handled the puck well. I think that probably the thing that was most evident was our plays exiting the zone. We're all on the tape, and the puck support was really good.
And just the way your team is blocking shots, taking away the lanes from the Rangers, limiting them, and also the way that they came out in the third period and just controlled the puck.
Well, we knew it was going to be important not to sit back, that we had to continue to play with pace and speed and make sure that we didn't give them time, give them opportunity, because you give those guys time and opportunity, they're going to create their own chances, and they're going to create their own opportunities.
Are these the types of moments that you bring in a player like Andre and Eric for, and to see them deliver the way they did tonight?
Yeah, I think if you look at the first goal, I mean, the hockey gods were on our side. We got a little bit of puck luck. You see through the playoffs that pucks can go off bodies. You can get a break, and we got a break on that play. But I really think those two guys, especially on the bench and during a game, they know how hard the compete is. They know how hard it is to win. And I think they've both elevated their game.
Can you speak to a little bit about their presence on the bench during a game and what you kind of mean by that?
Well, there's the odd time they're screaming.
Fair.
About details of the game, which, as soon as you get that type of interaction between your players, where, one player is challenging the other player to be better, but in a positive manner, I think that it drives the team to a better level.
Lindy, the energy in the building felt much different tonight than the last 4 or 5 games or so, as far as Madison Square Garden and here. How important was winning the first 5 minutes, or just establishing your game in the opening minutes of the game to feed off the crowd with all the success that the road teams have had in this playoff?
I really think getting that first goal was a big deal. Kind of set the tone, as tight as the games have been, even those last 2 games in the Garden, when you're staring at a 1-goal game, that just getting that first goal meant they're going to have to score 2, and we've been defending well. So the energy in the building, getting your fans, I think that elevates the players' play.
Lindy, it doesn't happen often that a team can self-correct itself after the first 2 games that you had as quickly as you guys had. A lot of times it becomes a learning experience for next year. Why have you guys been able to do that and continue to improve? Because tonight looked like your best.
I think first, nerves and jitters got us. You go back to game 1, and I said this morning, that we didn't handle the puck well. Pucks were bouncing off sticks. We weren't hanging on to pucks. We had a lot of plays that we could have made that we didn't make. We talked about relaxing. We talked about what's open. We talked about hanging on to pucks, bringing people to you. If you look at our puck play tonight, if you look at our breakouts, I think one of our best games in a long time with managing the puck and breaking out of our end. And it all starts there. If you don't spend a lot of time, we had a shift at the end of the second. We got caught tired. And maybe that 1 1/3, the one kind of chaotic shift. But other than that, there wasn't a lot of shifts that you saw like that.
Lindy, it's the first time you guys are leading in the series. You have a chance to close things out on Saturday. How do you kind of keep the focus to not getting too high and making sure you can, shut the door?
Well, because we're going to talk about how hard it is to win Game 4. When a team is backed up against the wall, and Game 4 is a tough game to win, whether you're at home, whether you're on the road. And, we know the energy in that building will be tremendous, and we know that we're going to have to play as good or better than we did tonight.
Midway through the second period, Kevin Ball had a shift. He had a couple of big hits and then got into that fight with Barclay. And then not too long after you guys scored the shorthanded goal. How much of an emotional boost was that shift? And speak to Kevin's play this latter half of the season and what you've liked about it.
He's played really good for us. Tonight, the physical play, it got the fans motivated, generated. The fight, obviously, don't really want to see him fight. I mean, you fight for a purpose. You don't want to lose a defenseman. But, again, his play from about mid-season on is really elevated. That's why he's in the lineup from day one of the playoffs till now. And he has played, for a young player, has played very well.
Lindy, they fed off the power play in their 2 wins. They didn't get anything on the power play in their 3 losses. Is it as simple as saying that if they don't get that going on special teams, it sort of dampens their energy overall?
Well, I know it's one of their strengths. I don't think it's their only strength, but it is one of their strengths. They get a lot of energy from – they're a skilled group that they're tough to defend 4 on 5. We want to be disciplined. We want to stay out of the box. We don't want to take too many penalties. I mean, that really is our focus.
Lindy, you made a goalie change 3 games ago, and your team has gotten better and better. Is it a mental thing with the confidence of him back there right now?
Well, I'll just go back to relaxing and playing and making better plays, and that had nothing to do with VTech. That had to do with the group. The group didn't play well in front of them. So as a group, we didn't play well. We were looking. I mean, realistically, we took a shot at it for Game 3. And the whole group realized that, in defensive VTech, that we needed to play better. We needed to handle a puck. We needed to play our game. And I really feel the group did.
Lindy, what have you thought about Timo so far in the series? And it looks like he's been able to get in, especially Igor's head a little bit.
I've liked parts of his game. I thought I really liked his game tonight. Put him with Mercer because I thought right-handed centerman, better chance maybe we can get more pucks over there. I thought those 2 guys made a few real good plays together. He's been physical. He's been around the net. He's a big man that is hard to knock off the puck. So it's something that we really don't have on the offensive side. And I think he's done his job to this point. He's a little bit snake bit when it comes to his opportunities. But it's been a real tough series to get high quality opportunities. Maybe we got a few more tonight. Once we got the lead, because they had to put more gamble in their game, and when they put more gamble, you see the risk, you see the odd numbered rushes, you see the opportunities, and that's the trade-off with when you're losing by a couple or whether you're winning.
Lindy, after a big win like this and being on the brink of advancing to the next round, how do you and the guys, or how do you tell them to necessarily unwind and not get overexcited or too excited and, turn your brain off for a bit and relax after a big game like that and get some rest tonight?
Well, really just what you talked about is we've been a team that pretty well the whole year didn't get too down after the 2 losses. You can't get too high after the win, celebrate the win. Spend this hour or so after the game enjoying it. Great moment here at home. But you have to be ready to put it behind you and come to work tomorrow. Thank you.